Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and today I'm in the house with the Benchmade Mini Adamas here with me for a review, and we're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy. But first of all, let me say a big thank you to my buddy Branding for sending this guy along, so I'm able to share this one with you, and also don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this kind of content going on. Right over here we have the Benchmade Mini Adamas, which is not a huge knife by any means. I mean, overall length of this one is going to be 7.6 inches with a 4.3 inch long blade handle, and 3.4 inch long blade. So it's a pretty well-balanced overall knife. It's going to be $215 made in USA, and you can check it like up against the Ontario Rat number 2 right over here and Ontario Rat number 1 right over there. Look at that, right in between these two pretty classic and inexpensive options from Rat. This is your Benchmade Mini Bag Out. If you're a Benchmade fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you can see that this is bigger than the Mini and the Bag Out indeed. Another couple options pretty popular we have in the house are the Spyderco Para 3, of course, which is smaller, not by much, but still, and this Paramilitary 2, which is bigger. So beautiful, beautiful in-between size. For the Mini Adamas, if you are a Chris Reeve Knives fan, maybe you own a small Sebenza 21, or maybe you like bigger knives and you own a large Sebenza 31, which in this case is this bad boy right up there. And very interestingly, we got another couple of Russian blades, Custom Knife Factory 520 right here, and the bigger brother from another father, Peter Rassenti, Custom Knife Factory Snafu 2.0, and you can see that this is just a tad smaller than the 520. Let me just show you another couple options here. This is just a fantastic one. This is the Shirogorov Sienkiewicz collaboration Kami. This is the Koenig Knives Arius, and you can see style 55. You can see how that compares up against the Mini Adamas and other Hinderer knives. Pretty classic. This is XM18 3.5 inch long. And let me just show you another couple cool ones over here. Shirogorov Custom Division F95 Antique, and just a smaller one, Custom Division also. This is the Neon NL, another beautiful knife, absolutely gorgeously done. So yeah, I think we're done with the size comparison. We can start chatting and checking what's going on with this Mini Adamas. This is designed by Shane Siebert, right over here, which is the designer of the Bushcrafter, pretty popular knife from Benchmade, like nice big boy. It's a $215 knife made in USA. It has a G10 set of scales with speed holes and fuller grooves. It's of course like an axis lock, you can see right over there. It's sporting some nice features. Of course, you know, it's an axis lock, so you know the mechanism of this guy. You have like an axis right over here. You have a couple of Omega springs, which are one per side, and as soon as you disengage the lock, like pulling down, you basically free the blade to be freely spinning, swinging, and then you have another indentation over here. When the blade is in this position, this guy wants to go back and lock the blade in place. So pretty simple and effective mechanism, and absolutely I mean, super fidgety. You can't really not play with this kind of mechanism here. Overall look when closed is, it's nice. I mean, I'm not a fan of holes in the handle, but in this case, yeah, I get it. I like that you're able to see through. I like that you're gonna save some weight, but it's not my look. I'm not arguing about the functionality of this one, but just it's a look thing that I have. But overall, the look, it's nice. I appreciate the amount of jimping which is going on over here. I like this design part over here where the handle just follows and to the thumb ramp with the jimping, and it's nicely designed. You see, it matches perfectly. So it's nicely designed. It's a nice feature. You have some nice chamfering going on all on around the perimeter. You have some chamfering, not much actually. On the inside, you have some skeletonization, of course, going on the liners. And you can see that there's a nice finger groove, actually two over here. So you're going to have two fingers up here and two fingers down there for a pretty secure and safe grip. This guy comes with a couple of standoffs murdered out, and you have a deep carry pocket clip, which is reversible. You can just mount it on this side, and it's tip up carry only, so it's not going to be tip down, and it has the right amount of tension, has the right amount of clip ramp. It's going to be safely locked and pinched into your pocket, so it's pretty good to go. You have the blade tip, which is safely recessed down. There's no way you're going to be able to snag your finger inside and hurt yourself, so absolutely safe. You have also a couple of standoffs which are quite pointy, but surprisingly not too bad. I mean, they are absolutely functional. I really enjoy these two thumb stud as an alternative method to deploy this knife. I mean, you can also use the axis lock and just disengage the lock and flick it open like that, or just do the thumb flick or the spidey flick if I can do it maybe, oops, if I can do it like that. So three kind of options to deploy this blade. Very, very fidgety. I'm not gonna disassemble this one because it's a loaner, but I'm assuming you need like a T10 for this guy and T6 for these screws, and just pay attention to the two Omega springs on the inside. Here you have also like some nice blade shape, guys. Come on, this is a nice crew wear drop point, 3.4 inch long with this gray finish. It's like a very interesting coating going on this one. You have a nice thumb ramp with the pretty aggressive jimping, absolutely function, and then sweeps down. So that's a pretty interesting solution for your thumb. You want to have your thumb like that. It stays like nicely, or like that in a little bit more recessed position, but still the grip is going to be pretty good. And then you have basically no chamfering, no crowning here on the spine, but you have some swedge up to like 50, like midway. And then this guy comes down, as you can see, and swedges up to the tip. And you have maybe like 30% belly, and then straight edge up to the sharpening choil. Look at that. So let's just quickly check how thick this guy is. It has an overall thickness of 0.14 inches, and let's just see how thin behind the edge. Let me see if I can do it. 0.022. So very, very interesting ratio. Like it's not super slicey, but you can see it's pretty thin behind the edge, mainly because the grind is not that tall. It's like 60% of the height of the overall height of the blade. You have a nice fuller going on, Benchmade logo right over here, and then on the back you have the material employed, which is the crewwear steel. Pretty cool material indeed, and the Siebert logo, Shane Siebert. Very, very interesting blade for sure. Also, like, what is really cool about this guy is the sound, because hear this. Nice, and it's a high-pitched sound. When you close it like that, it's basically inaudible. See, when you open it, it's louder. When you close it, it's not that much. Like even you can take advantage of the spring. Look at this. That's fantastic. Nice detent suction right there. But when you open it, you have the blade just smacking up against the stop pin, and that's why it's going to produce this very pleasant sound. When you just close it, not much, nicely dampened, so not too loud. When you open it, it's sharp and it's nice and really, really pleasant. I like it very much. The weight of this guy is going to be pretty contained, of course, because you have G10, you have holes in the handles, scales, you have holes in the liners, and this guy is going to be 4.61 ounces, so not too shabby. And I mean, the overall grip in the hand is pretty good. I like this finger groove over here, fully jimping on the heel of the handle. Very, very good. It's feels good. There's no it's no slippery area. This feels safely and securely in place. It's a nice feeling, I have to say. You can also do some nice and reverse grip, and my hand, you see, it's gonna end like over here, and it's gonna give you a nice finger guard over here, like in this position. So pretty good. This guy feels absolutely solid in the hand, just like absolutely solid, fantastically built. It feels like it's built like a tank. There's nothing rattling, no misalignment, everything is flush. Fit and finish is really good for a $200 knife. Nice texture, it's not slippery, there's no blade play, zero finger soreness if you keep doing the thumb stud or the disengagement with the axis lock. It's pretty good. There's enough sharpness here to ensure like enough grip for you just not to shred your fingertips. So that's pretty good. No lock stick. This guy is brand new. There's no lock stick whatsoever. And then you have, I mean, a nice feel for the clip. There's it's not like super tense. It's not much clip retention, but it's still safe. It's beautifully done as a deep carry pocket clip. A nice clip ramp in the entering position. So pretty good. This guy is running on washers. The deployment speed is surprisingly fast. Look at that. I mean, super fast. Like this is a brand new knife, so still needs to be broken in. So usually when you disengage the lock like that, the blade just wants to fall a little bit faster, and then you can just close it like that. So it feels pretty smooth, either like with the thumb stud or with the axis lock deployment. So you can pick either or. Detent is also really good. Like the detent suction is fantastic. Feels like there's a huge neodymium magnet sucking in this blade when you want to close it. So, I mean, overall, this is a very cool knife, a very interesting option from Benchmade. It's the Mini Adamas, has a fantastic ergos, really cool steel employed, extra grippy in the handle, and also really good opening sound. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned.